at 4.
A daytime to remember.
Imagine bringing your newborn baby home from the hospital, feeding her, watching her take her first steps and speak her first words. Then 3 years later, the unthinkable happens when you make the shocking discovery that she is not really your child at all. That's what happened to One Life to Live's Jenny Vernon. I'm Reba McEntire, and in this Daytime to Remember, we'll take you back to the summer of '82, 3 years after Landview's infamous baby switch. Yesterday, we showed you what happened when Jenny's baby girl died in the hospital nursery and was switched by her sister Karen and Marco Dane. Now 3 years have passed, and Karen and Marco's dreadful secret has been revealed to the world. As you might imagine, Jenny was grief-stricken to discover that she might be forced to give little Mary back to her natural mother, Katrina Carr. Poor Jenny. She couldn't part with that precious child, but she knew it was the right thing to do. And in this story, chosen by People magazine as one of One Life to Live's best, Jenny prepared herself for a very painful parting.
Dear Lord, guide me by your wisdom and counsel. Help me to do what is best for Mary, whom I love more than life itself, whom I will always cherish. Bless her and keep her. And allow her to grow up with the nurture and love of our Lord Jesus Christ. And if anything should ever happen to me, please, Father, help me to be very strong.
Come in. Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but I am in the middle of writing a scene that should have been done an hour ago, and if I don't get it written, this movie's never gonna get done.
Of course, if the movie doesn't get done, you don't have a problem, do you?
Oh, of course the movie's gonna get done. I mean, Marco's decided he's gonna carve out a whole new career with this thing, and Ace has put up a small fortune.
Do you have a standby directorially for Marco?
What do you mean?
Well, is there somebody ready to step in for him if he can't complete the picture?
Why would Marco not be able to complete the picture?
Mean he hasn't told you?
Told me what?
I would think you'd be the first person he would call. You have burned your bridges, journalistically speaking, at the Banner. You've placed your entire professional life in his hands.
Dorian, please, what?
The district attorney's office has called him in for questioning. They want him to come in tomorrow afternoon.
For what? Why?
You mean... Well, evidently, it has something to do with the misidentification of Jenny's baby.
What did Marco have to do with that?
He's told you nothing of his involvement?
No. I don't believe he didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, understandably, he was sailing under false colors at the hospital at the time, but all the more reason why he wouldn't want to do anything wrong or cause any suspicions.
Even if Karen asked him, no, begged him to go into the nursery and switch the babies.
Karen?
Yes. She was doing it for her sister because she knew how badly Jenny wanted a baby.
You are making a lot of allegations here. Do you have any evidence to support them?
The district attorney must think so, or else why is she conducting this investigation?
I don't know. Nor do I know why you're telling me all this.
I'm your friend. I think you have a right to the information.
Or are you just fishing around to see what Marco's told me?
I hope Marco is innocent, for your sake. I don't want to see you hurt again. All right? I mean, I don't like that once again, this man who doesn't deserve your loyalty is taking advantage of...
Yeah, Dorian, I am really very busy.
One last word of advice. Do not put your life in Marco's hands. Get out while the getting is good.
It's ironic, isn't it? Dorian being on my side in this whole thing.
I wouldn't count on her undying support.
Why? She's trying to prove Karen and Marco gave my daughter to Jenny.
For her own reasons, believe me.
How do you mean?
Well, I rather suspect it has to do with hospital politics. For example, if she can show that the present administration has been inefficient or lax or negligent in this case, it might be a way to open the door for her to grab the reins herself. That's only a guess, but knowing her. Now, if that's another one of those reporters...
No, I want to do this. I want to learn how to handle these people.
Hi. May I come in? Hi, Herb.
Jenny. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I was wondering if I could have a few minutes alone with Katrina.
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
Mary is your daughter.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Will certainly save us a lot of time and trouble in court.
I don't mean that. What I mean is that I realized the only way to convince myself was to tell you. She is yours.
Hey, check this out. You think I could be Dorian Lord? Goodness, I don't think I had anything like this back in 1982. Pretty outrageous, but Dorian Lord could get away with it. You know, I watch all the ABC soaps, and it's hard for me to say who my favorite character is. I like so many of them for different reasons. But if I had to pick one, it would have to be Dorian Lord. She's the soap opera queen of mean. The way she buys people off left and right. She's got the money and the power to turn things her way, and she's not afraid to use it. In today's show, Dorian's playing busybody again. I like the way Edwina just showed her the door. There are still quite a few people in Landview these days who wish they could toss Dorian out on her ear. And poor Jenny. It must have been awfully tough for her to make such a difficult decision. Maybe she'll change her mind. She loved that baby so much.
I don't want to fight for her in the custody suit. I don't think that would be best for Mary, and I'm sure you agree with me. I think what is best for Mary is that she be with her natural mother.
Permanently?
I've made some arrangements. I thought what might be the best thing to do would be if I brought her over here to you, and I packed some clothes and some of her toys, and then I decided...
No, listen, you. Do whatever you think is best. I'm so grateful to you. I know how difficult this is for you. And I want you to know that whatever we arrange, you know that you can see her anytime you want to.
I was wondering if maybe you could come and live with us for a while at the house, maybe for a month or so. That way Mary would be around familiar surroundings, and the two of you can start your relationship. And I think it would be easier for both of you maybe that way. I'll leave town, maybe take a little vacation. I'm not quite sure yet. So if you could come by in maybe about an hour, and that way I could explain the situation to your daughter.
Yes. Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So I'll see you then.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did you let Jenny go over there?
I couldn't stop her.
She's not responsible. She's not thinking clearly.
I disagree. I think Jenny is in complete control of herself.
How can you say that after she told you what she's planning to do?
Brad, I have nothing but admiration for her. It's going to be very tough for her to give up Mary, you understand?
Tough for her? What about me? Once Kat gets a hold of my daughter, I'm never going to see her again.
Jenny, are you all right?
I'm fine. I would like to see Mary.
I'll go get her for you, okay?
Thank you.
And we'll go out in the garden and wait in case you want anything, okay? Come on, Brad.
Did you have a good nap, sweetheart? There's Mom.
Darling?
There's Mommy, baby. Here you go, Pumpkin.
Come in here and sit with me.
Brad and Dad.
Oh, they went out in the backyard.
Okay, I'll wait there.
Here's your monkeys. I have got something to talk to you about.
What?
Well, guess who is going to come and stay with us?
Who?
Katrina. She's going to come and live with us.
Why?
Well, because I thought that might be a nice thing for us to do. And while she's here, I'm going to go away for a little while. And Katrina's going to take care of you. Okay? And Daddy will be here. So you'll have lots of company. And maybe you'll be able to go to the beach. Wouldn't that be fun with Katrina? And then when I get back from my little trip, you can tell me everything you did. Will you do that?
Who's Katrina?
She'll be here in a little while. I'll go see who's at the door. You play with your monkeys, okay? Oh, it's a little too soon. I haven't had time to completely explain everything.
Well, I've been thinking about what you said, and I really think we need to discuss it a little further.
Okay. Darling, why don't you run out in the backyard and get Grandpa to push on the swing, okay? I'll be out in a little while. That's a good girl.
The arrangement that you had suggested, that I stay here for a month, I just don't think it's a good idea.
Why not?
Because this is your home, and these are your surroundings. And I'm just the babysitter here. And Mary will think that it's temporary, and when you come back, she'll expect everything to be just the way it was. And Jenny, I don't think that I can make her realize or understand exactly what's happened.
What do you suggest?
I think that I should go away and take her with me.
Where?
Probably Florida. She liked it when we were down there in the spring. You see, the point is, I would like for her to be away from the reporters and the photographers and be someplace where there aren't any unsettling influences in her life. And then we'll be back in a month, and it should all be old news by then. Do you understand?
Yes.
You know that when we get back, you can see her. She loves you very much. And I promise you, you will always be a part of her life.
Darling, can you come inside for a minute?
Yeah. You say hi to Katrina?
Hi, Katrina.
Hi.
Okay. Now I want you to look at me. And I want you to listen to me. Real hard. Okay? Now, I just told you that, I was gonna go away for a little while. Well, we've changed our plans. You know what?
What?
Katrina is gonna take you to Florida. Remember how much fun you had there the last time? Do you remember that? Huh? Wouldn't that be fun to go back there, Kim? And when you get back, you can tell me all about it, okay? Now, I want you to give me a big hug. Big hug, big hug. And a big kiss. And Mary, I want you to be a real good girl. Will you be a good girl for me? Because I love you so much. Oh.
I'll have somebody come over and pick up her things. This is the most unselfish thing I've ever known anyone to do. Thank you.
I can't imagine the pain Jenny must have felt, giving up the baby she'd raised. That would just rip my heart out. I don't know about you, but I don't think I could have done it. I wish I could tell you that there was a happy ending, but there wasn't, at least not for Jenny. Katrina and Mary eventually moved to Florida for good to start their lives as mother and daughter. Tomorrow, it's Clint and Vicky's wedding day, and the bride-to-be has a very special surprise for her groom. You're gonna love it.
He was convicted of murder, escaped from prison, but he led a model life until the law caught up with him. Is he reformed or should he go back? I'm Willow Bay. That debate on Good Morning America Sunday.
When Sky goes looking for information about Erica's adoption, will she jeopardize Erica's secret? Watch what happens on All My Children today.